Hello everybody and welcome back to Sin City Living. Apologies for not having posted as much lately as I usually do. Been a busy couple of weeks, schedule changes, a lot of things going on at work, but hopefully I can get myself back into the swing of things, so we'll be bringing you guys some more videos. As always, a shout out of appreciation to our patrons. All those tips of support are very appreciated. Once we get the live stream going, we're probably going to do a patron only live stream, but otherwise right now I hope you guys are enjoying the videos that we're able to put out with the entire How to Deal Dice class. So should have a couple more of those coming out in the next couple of days. And for everybody else, please keep an eye. We're still struggling getting the live stream going. I think I've got the equipment. I'm just having some issues, compatibility issues, but I'm going to get them figured out. We're going to get the live streams going, starting out with the craps tournament. Right now I only have about 7 or 8 players, but I'm hoping that a few more of you guys will email us with some interest in it. We are going to have to back the time up from Thursdays at 6 to probably 4:30. My schedule did change. I no longer have Thursdays off. But yeah, that being said, if you're curious about the Patreon live streams and stuff like that, just check the description of the video down below. And otherwise, we're going to go ahead and jump right into today's video. So for today's video, I want to show you something. I know we've shown something similar to this in the past. This one just is fresh in my mind, just came up because I saw it the other day. And I thought I'd show it to you guys. It's just an interesting, I guess you could call it an opening move to whatever strategy you may wish to play. Saw it on the tables, and I thought I'd share it with you because I've seen this type of strategy before. So what this player does, this player has a pretty sizable bankroll. You don't have to do this bet at the same levels that he does it at. If you're on a $10 table, you can of course drop it way down. But he would throw in $155, okay? And he would say, let me get a no 5. He would do either a no 5 or a no 10. So $155, so he does a $150 direct lay, and he has a $5 vig, right? Because it wins $100 should it win, and that would be $5, 5% of that. Now, here's the thing with the direct lays. The direct lays, this right here, this vig, this is the profit for the casino. Because the thing with direct lays is they're an even money bet over time. If you catch a cold table, you're going to win a whole bunch of these. If not, you might lose. They pay true odds. So, this right here pays 2 to 3. You are going to win it on average 3 times for every 2 times that you lose it. So the casino will make their money off of this chip. But he is hoping for the winner sevens. He's hoping for the winner sevens during the come out roll. He'll throw in another $5 and keep it up. But what he's really using this for is he's using it to feed into his main strategy once there is a point. Basically, this is one of those strategies, and I see this a lot, where people do the direct lays on the come out roll and the come out roll only because they want to bet on the 7, but they don't want to do it during a time where it's going to tick off the rest of the table, which I've always thought is really stupid. But there's so many players that think that if you're betting on the 7, you're betting against them. I hope they don't play roulette, because if they bet red, then all the people betting black will have to assume they're betting against them, of course. So doing the direct lay and the come out, you're hoping for the 7 because that's the time that everybody wins, or at least everybody in the pass line will win. So people aren't mad about don't passes, or rather don't comes that are back here, direct lay, stuff like that. In fact, they have a tendency to congratulate the person for the bet. Now, once a point is established, that's the point where people might get a little bit more offended by a don't or direct lay. Especially those people, I saw someone the other day that would do a direct lay of whatever the point was. That definitely offended quite a bit of the shooters, which, again, just kind of silly. The 7 is much more likely to come out, so they were just betting what they thought the dice were going to do. But anyway, once the point was established, as long as it's not a 5 and that loses, what this player would do is he would throw in another $5. So he did a $155 direct lay. Now he throws in another $5, says, take my lay down. Well, since he's coming down, he gets his vig back. And I don't know if you can see this, but he's got $160 here. $160. Well, what is $160 on some bets? Looks to me like it's across, including. 160 across, including. So he does the direct lay, and then if the winner 7 doesn't come, but a point comes instead, then he brings it down, and he goes across. It's not a bad bet in any way, shape, or form at all. So, so that's his bet. That's his opening gambit, his opening move. If you play this at this point now, you can do whatever you want here. It's kind of like the 6 and 8 elevator. You have your opening move, and then once that opening move has happened, you now are able to go into whichever strategy you may wish to use. Mid press, power press, sister numbers, anything and everything that tickles your pickle, whatever you want to do. This particular player is one of those 2 hits and then take everything down kind of players, but obviously you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want. And like I was saying, you can do this particular strategy for just about any level of bet. So let's say you're on a $10 table, okay? So you're on a $10 table, and you want to do something like this. What could you do? Well, on a $10 table, what is going to be across, including the point? It's going to be $64. $64 across, including the point. So if you do a $62, no 5 or no 9, it's going to be a lay for $60, $2 vig, because 60 wins 40. Well, then once a point is established, you just have to throw in $2 more. Say, take my lay down. Take your lay down, you get your vig back, and you've got 64 across. There you go. And same thing if you are on, say, a $15 table. If you're on a $15 table, what is on a $15 table? What would be across? $96. $96 across, including the point. You could do a $90 lay. A $90 lay would be 93. You would have to throw in $93. You would get a $90 lay, $3 vig, and then after a point is established, that $90 will win you $60, by the way. Once the point is established, and you throw in another $3, and you say, take me down. So you come on down with your $3, vig coming back, and you say, give me 96 across, including the point. And it's a great way to both bet on the sevens and try and get yourself into an across, and then doing whatever, again, you choose to do. I kind of like these bets because they make sense, and I like how we're combining 2 different strategies. We're taking the dark side strategy, and we're taking a place bet strategy, and we're doing it at the same time, but not in a competing fashion. Place bets would be off on a come out roll anyway. So you're going with the dark side, you're going with a set, even though technically on the come out roll the sevens favor the light side, I still tend to look at anybody betting on a 7 as betting the dark side. So when you do a direct lay, you're betting on the dark side, which of course the odds favor you. And then even if nothing happens and it's a neutral roll, you just go right into your normal bet. And there's a good chance that especially if you're on a cold table, that you maybe get a string of winner 7, something along those lines. So you make a little bit of profit. It does suck if you get a string of down behinds. That can certainly happen. That's why players that play direct lays eventually, if they don't take their winnings and run, they eventually give it all back, because at some point the dice are going to correct as far as the statistics go, and you're going to end up losing your bets. But I like it. I actually enjoy this. I don't mind dealing to this strategy either, because it's very simple. It's very basic. Players trying to win, but they're trying to win with very simple bets. Nothing convoluted, nothing crazy, nothing that's going to make the dealers roll their eyes and go, oh God, where'd you come up with that? Just very simple, very basic. It makes sense. Every part of this makes sense. So I hope you guys find this interesting, enlightening, illuminating, or just plain fun. Thank you very much for watching. We will catch you next time. Bye now. Okay guys, so as I promised at the end of the videos, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the live stream and how it's going to work. So the first thing is, if you're interested in being one of the players for our craps tournaments, which is we're going to have every single week, please email us at sincityliving.lv@gmail.com. I need the email addresses and want to know who is interested so that we can get it set up and we can select it. I'm going to have the first round is going to be 16 players. There'll be 4 players per week. The 5th week is going to be the 4 champions from the previous weeks to get an ultimate champion. Haven't decided yet what the prize will be. Maybe I'll see if I can pick up another one of these lights. But we'll have some sort of prize for our for our champion. So please, if you're interested, email us. I want to pick the first 8 players, the first 2 weeks worth of players, so that we'll have the first 4 ready for the first week, and the other 4 will be kind of backup, just in case somebody has connection issues or something comes up and they're not able to play that week. Then I've got the other players on standby, so I can just bump one of them up or maybe shift the first person down or something along those lines. The main tournament is going to be Thursdays at 6 o'clock my time, Las Vegas time, 6 p.m. Las Vegas time. And it's the way it's going to work is it's going to be a time thing. I'm going to do the live stream for an hour. I'm going to do the game for an hour, rather. And it might work out to about 30 rolls, might work out to about 40 rolls. I'm not too sure. We'll see how it goes. But it's going to be time. It's going to be an hour. Instead of the craps tournaments that they do down on the strip where it's 30 rolls, we're going to do an hour. So I want to make sure I have a finite time limit for this to start with, and then we will go from there. I'm going to find a way, either a Discord or a Zoom or a private chat room, some way for the players to be logged into something where I can communicate with them on my second computer, so that they can tell me what their bets are, what they want to bet, what they want to press when something hits, without me having to scroll through the full chat of the live stream itself. I'm not going to be able to keep an eye on that, and if we have enough people watching and chatting, it could be difficult to keep an eye. So I have to figure that part out. Another reason I need the emails, so I can communicate back and forth with the potential players. So if you're interested, again, please email me. Eventually, just pretty much everybody's going to have an opportunity to be in on these things, because we're going to do multiple ones. I'm also looking at probably doing a second craps tournament, maybe late Wednesday nights, possibly, I'm not sure, where I'm going to do it a little bit different. The second one is going to be, instead of 1 hour and then whoever's got the most chips is the winner, because those craps tournaments tend to have really weird strategies. They're not normal strategies that you'd see in normal play, because you're competing against other players and you just want to make sure you have more chips than them by the end. What I'm going to do with the second tournament is, instead of a weekly winner, we're going to play for an hour, and then I'll keep track of how much money people still have on their, or how many chips they still have. And then the next week, same players are going to keep going. Basically, this game will go until the bankrolls end, until we have one person with money left, or chips left. Again, there's no money involved in this. So once we have one final winner, so people will drop out as their play money bankrolls expire, as they run out of chips. So that one, I'm guessing we'll see some more normal strategies, the kind of things people actually play when they're actually playing craps. And then eventually we're going to add baccarat, pai gow, 3-card poker, blackjack, of course, to these tournaments. Whatever we can, to these live streams and live stream tournaments, whatever we can, when we can, as best we can. We're going to have to figure it out as we go. We have a lot of time constraints between me working full-time plus a child. But we're going to do the best we can. We're very, very excited to have this going. And we also will try and pick a day or time where I can do a patron-exclusive tournament, or two. We'll see. We'll see how many of our patrons are interested, and see if we can't get that going as well, where it's only on the patron site. So definitely stay tuned, guys. Please, if you're interested in playing in one of the tournaments or partaking in our live streams, aside from just the chat, obviously it's a live stream, please watch, chat with us, let us know how it's going or what you think, and otherwise, please, again, email us, sincityliving.lv@gmail.com. Otherwise, I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Any suggestions, please hit us up. Thank you guys very, very much. We appreciate every single one of you guys, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye now.